How we doing today, YouTube? D-Ski from D-Ski Grillz back with another cooking video. And today, we're making seared tequila lime chicken on the barbecue grill. Let me show you some of the ingredients we'll be using for today's cook. Another easy cook. We'll do some prep work up front to make this awesome tequila lime chicken. So here's what we got. We're gonna start off with a brine. So we'll go traditional with our brine. We'll be using kosher salt, brown sugar. Now, to make tequila lime chicken, part of this brine will be tequila and lime juice. So, as that happens, we're gonna brine for about 4 to 6 hours. Once that's done, we'll get it out, and then we'll just hit it with some traditional seasonings. We'll do the salt, pepper, and garlic, and we will do Italian seasoning. Now, the stars of the show. We have 2 beautiful fryers. These are about 6-pound chickens that we'll be brining. Then what I'll do is I'll take you out, we'll spatchcock these, we'll get it out on the grill, and I'll show you how to put some cool sear marks on your spatchcock chickens. So again, tequila lime chicken on the barbecue grill. How can you beat that? I want to thank you for joining me, and let's get cooking. Okay, we're back. So I thought I'd take you here to the stove and show you how we're gonna make up this tequila lime brine for our chicken. So here's all we got. We have a gallon of water. So we have 1 gallon of water, we'll add that. Now, you know, again, traditional brines are kosher salt and brown sugar. So where we mix it up is where we add the tequila. So now let's go with our brown sugar. And I'm gonna do about a cup of brown sugar. So we have our cup of brown sugar. We're also gonna do a cup of kosher salt. So we'll get that filled up real quick. You know, kosher salt does magic to meats, I mean, as far as tenderizing. So there's a cup of kosher salt. Now we come on back with our tequila. Now, I'm just using the Jimador, El Jimador, but you can use whatever tequila that you have. And what I'm gonna do with that is about a half a cup of tequila. Last but not least, you gotta have fresh lime. This is the Santa Cruz brand organic lime juice, very concentrated. So we're gonna do maybe a 1/4 cup of that. Now what I do is I usually just give this a taste because I wanna make sure I have the flavors that I'm looking for. So I'll let this boil down and then I'll just kind of taste it. And if it seems like it needs a little more brown sugar, or if I don't get the hint of tequila that I want, I may add a little bit more of that. So that is the brine. All we're gonna do now is get this baby started up. We'll get this thing boiled over, and then I'll just let it seep on the side and kind of cool back down, and then at that point it'll be time to add it to our chicken. There's our stir. And that's it, folks. So I'll see you guys in a bit when it's time to pour our brine into the 1-gallon bags and put them in the refrigerator. See you in a bit. All right, so as you can see on the left of the screen, we have our brine. So it is semi-cooled. You can still see some smoke coming from it, but I'm gonna go ahead and add it now and get it to the refrigerator. But again, this made up a 1-gallon brine, and we will mix. Well, what we'll do is we'll pour half in this one here. See? And I want to evenly distribute this stuff, so let's get the other side. It's a little difficult to do. All right, here's the other one. Very good. We'll go back. I just want to make sure to have even amounts. Now we want these chickens totally submerged in this brine. So we are about there. All right, so this is what we got. I'll go ahead and zip these up right now, and then what we'll do is get them in the refrigerator, and I'll check back with you guys in about 4 to 6 hours. At that time, we will be ready to do the next process, and that'll be seasoning the outside. Get this closed up, there's one, and we'll get this next one closed up. I always try to work and push out the air too. I don't want air in here when you're doing this, so you want to get that removed the best you can. Okay, so here we go. So what I'll do is maybe every 30 to 45 minutes, I'll just rotate these 180 degrees to make sure our brine is getting all areas of the chicken. So that's all. I'll see you guys in about 4 to 6 hours. Okay, YouTube, we are back on this cool December day. What I want to do is show you the grill setup. So what you see now is a load of lump charcoal. So I'm using the Fogo lump charcoal for this cook. All I'm going to do from there is put my grill grate on. So let me bring this over, put this on real quick, show you this. We'll add the grill grate. Bear with me here. Okay, and then from there, we will add our sear grates. So this set of sear grates will go right on top of the grill grates here, and then that will be the cooking surface we use. So I just want to share that with you. That way when we start doing it, you'll see it and you'll already have a heads up on what's going on. So we're going to use the gas assist when it's time. So right there, we will fire that baby up to get all of our lump charcoal going. Once it starts to ash over, we'll add this grill grate back on, then our sear grates, and then it's time to add the awesome tequila lime chicken to the sear grates. Thanks a lot. See you guys in a couple hours. Okay, YouTube, we are back. It has been about 4.5 hours, and our chicken is brined and ready to be opened up, spatchcocked, and seasoned. So that's what we're going to do now. I'll go ahead and remove the liquid. We're going to pour these out. We don't need this liquid anymore. But you better believe now we have moist built-in flavor, tequila lime flavor in these two chickens. So I'll rinse these out real quick and then we will continue on with the process. Okay, and now we will start the spatchcocking process. So spatchcocking is no more than cutting out the spine. So I have the back of the chicken here along the neck side. We're going to make a cut down this side and the other side to remove the spine. So that's what we're doing now. So we'll start here on this side. And these bones on chickens aren't as bad. Now when you're trying to spatchcock a turkey, it can be a little more challenging, but it usually goes pretty well when you're doing chickens. So right down the spine. Now you have to be careful because these bones are sharp. There's one side, take it along. I like to turn it around here, and then we'll start on the other side. You can hear them popping. Okay, so that is one. So we have the spine removed. Okay, and then what I like to do, we'll flip it over. Get some more stuff out of there. We'll flip it over. And then the next thing is to push it down. So I like to lay it out the best I can. And then we push it down. You should hear a crack. That is how you flatten and spatchcock a chicken. Now, I want it as flat as possible because we're going for awesome sear marks. So that means I need the chicken to be as flat as possible. So when it lays down, we're gonna get cool sear marks across this bird. It's gonna be one of the best looking chickens you've ever seen. So that's one. We have one more to go and I'll check back with you guys. Okay, we are back. Both chickens have been spatchcocked. They're open up. What I'm gonna do is pat it dry a little, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply seasoning. So I'm doing it with the skin side down first. I wanna get all my seasonings on the bottom of the chicken first. So it's good and pat it down. Now we will add our salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian seasoning. Okay, so I'm starting off first with our Suzy Q's. And we want to get a good portion of that on. Let's get our Italian seasoning added as well. This is a grinder, but it's just Sam's Choice Italian style herb. All right, so what I do with that, I just give it a nice coat. So we want an herbal crust on this tequila lime chicken. And there we go. That's one side. I'm gonna flip her over and do the top side. Now we have cracks and crevices here, so we want to get those. And we will come back with our Italian seasoning. All right, and that is chicken number 1. So I'll do the same thing to the second chicken, and then I'll get back with you guys when it's time to take it to the grill. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay, YouTube, the moment we've been waiting for. The grill right now is at about 275 degrees, so let's go ahead and open it up, remembering that it is plus 155 on the grill grate surface. So I'm gonna close this up, open her up. We got some really good heat happening here, and we're gonna go ahead and start adding our chicken. So, chicken number 1, we will lay it right here. And chicken number 2 right here. Let me move this one up a little bit. Okay, folks, we'll let it cook on this side for a minute or two, and then I will take you back in and show you what we're going to do next. Okay, we are back. So we have around 260, maybe 275, which means our grill grate temperature is at about 425. So I got to do a 90-degree turn on these chickens. That's what we're doing right now. Let's turn that one 90 and do the same thing with this one. Pick her up and turn her 90 degrees. Okay, folks, we're going to continue on with the cooking process. I will check back with you guys in a bit, and then we will flip it next. Okay, YouTube, we are back. I flipped one of the chickens. We're going to flip the other one, and I want you to check out these awesome sear marks that we got here today. This is what it's all about. Now, all we're going to do now is let our chicken cook, get up to temperature, and we will meet you guys at the cutting board. But I'm going to put these here, move them over a little bit, let you see some steak quality chicken here today. What do you think about that? Seared Grillz, tequila lime, spatchcock chicken. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, we are back. We're about 30 minutes in, and I just want to show you how this chicken is coming along. Nowhere near ready yet. We'll start doing the internal probing for doneness in about 30 more minutes. But I just thought I'd give you a quick shot of it. So they are cooking up nicely. Starting to brown up, that's what we want. So I'm just going to keep them in place. No need to move them anymore. We'll leave them right where they're at. And we'll come back and start probing for internal temperatures in about 30 minutes. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, YouTube, let's check out the final product of our seared tequila lime spatchcock chicken. Now, this is chicken done right. Look at the beautiful sear marks we've achieved on these chickens. They cooked for about an hour and a half at around 350 degrees. I want you to watch the juices start flowing. Nice clear juices coming out. This is great. We used tequila, we used brown sugar. We actually did a brine with kosher salt. Then we put it in the refrigerator for a few hours, about 4 or 5 hours, pulled it back out, seasoned it with salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian seasoning. Put that baby on the grill. First thing we did was cooked it down, put a 90 degree on one side for about 5 or 10 minutes, turned it 90 degrees for another 5 or 10 minutes. That's how we achieve these beautiful sear marks. This chicken here really has a beautiful look. This one looks great as well. After that, we flipped it over, and then we're looking for internal temperatures. So I gauged it. We had 175 in the dark meat, 165 in the white meat. This chicken is done. So I'm gonna cut into it, let you see the final product, and we'll close this video out. So we will cut into this baby right here. I'll go right down the middle. Beautiful. Brining is the way to go when you're cooking. Look at this. Look at the juices flowing from this chicken. It is unreal. Cut this leg quarter off. Okay, here's what we have going on here at D-Ski Grillz. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what D-Ski Grillz is up to. And as always, at D-Ski Grillz, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. You enjoy the rest of the day, YouTube. Thanks for joining me.